All right, we're going to venture off into sports. I don't know what we're going to really talk about sports right now because it's all freaking shut down right now thanks to the Covid-19. What do you think about this whole hold on sports we got going on right now, especially the NBA, because they're pretty much at the tail end of their season, man. What are they going to do when they come back? You think they'll
playoffs?
Start the playoffs right away or play a couple games to get warmed up?
Just fucking do the playoffs, man.
Do the playoffs, go straight into the playoffs?
They were 3/4 of the way through their season.
They got about like 10, 12 games left, I think.
Yeah, just do the playoffs.
Yeah.
The issue is, and it's a valid point that a lot of them bring up, is they're not going to be in game shape at all.
I don't think so.
It's going to be like Sean Kemp coming off the strike. It's a deep cut right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, they're all going to be fat and out of shape, just like you and me. So, it's going to be tough for them to get ready for the grind of the playoffs at that point. And I get that.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. So
maybe play 5 regular season games to finish it off,
and they're going to probably need like a mini training camp too.
And kind of get back in the shape. Or,
get in the swing of things.
Because baseball, they were in the middle, literally the middle of spring training. And they just got cut because of the COVID-19. They're going to have to probably take a good 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to get ready to jump back into their season.
And you know what? I don't know how baseball's going to do that. There's so few games.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's going to be so tough.
It is. Oh, my God. Like, maybe they play 100 games instead of 182, right? 62. 62. It seems like 82 anyway.
Something like that. 164. I don't know. 162.
But I think it'll
too
be
many
fucking meetings. But, the sports world right now, there's not a whole lot going on. With the COVID-19, everything's shut down. Hockey.
Yeah, we were going to go to an XFL game.
We were.
Yeah.
We had plans to go to a XFL game on it was like the 27th.
We're going to see what it was all about, see if it was worth.
But they canceled their season completely.
Yeah.
It's gone, man. So hopefully they come back next season.
Talk about bad timing and bad luck. Your
inaugural
first
season gets cut.
You're struggling to. you're probably.
The ratings were dipping pretty bad.
Were they?
They were. They were dipping pretty bad. But their live attendance was kind of still going strong. Definitely wanted to check it out live.
Whether ratings are dipping or not, you're still struggling to gain an audience in your inaugural season.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And then you get donkey punched by some flu virus.
Yeah.
It's not a flu virus, I know. I'm just being a smartass. Yeah. But anyway, so there is a bit of news going on though, because the NFL, undeterred,
of course, NFL 24/7,
still produces news for all of us.
Still produces news for all of us to talk about.
Yeah. And you know what happened? See, here's what I think happened. I think Tom Brady was sitting around looking at all this virus shit and was like, this fucking coronavirus thinks it's going to come in here and steal my thunder? I'm going to show this thing what the fuck's up. I'm going to drop a bomb right on top of it. I'm going to fucking Tampa Bay.
Tampa fucking Bay. Really? Fuck Bill Belichick. I'm going to Tampa Bay. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey, he likes some sunshine, dude.
I guess so, man. Fuck.
He's sick in New England.
Yeah. Fucking Phillip Rivers went to the Colts.
Nobody gives a fuck about Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. He's, 38, right? He's still got about 2 years left in him.
He's 38, but his arm's like 52.
Yeah, that's probably true. We'll see how that goes. And then fucking... Drew Brees went back, still Saint, so I think he's going to be a Saint for another 2 more years. I think he's got 2 more solid years in him. Probably won't make the Super Bowl ever again, but you never know. It's football.
Pretty good team, bro.
Pretty good team.
They got a shot.
They do.
Although they got a guy by the name of Brady in their same division now. Not that, here's the issue with Brady being in Tampa Bay is they don't really have a great offensive line. And Brady is about as mobile as that light fixture right there. Yeah. He ain't dodging a whole lot of people, so they better get that offensive line shored up if they want him to actually see the age of 43.
Mm-hmm. My Cleveland Browns got some good players. Free agency, I think we're gonna do pretty good this year. Hopefully make the playoffs. At least make the playoffs. I'm not expecting a Super Bowl run or anything. Just make the playoffs. Possibly, win a playoff game. We'll see. Try not to do high expectations for the Browns, but we're gonna get somewhere. I'm hoping.
I got news. I got news for you, bro.
What's that news?
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
High expectations for the Browns.
No, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, bro.
Did you see them play last year?
They did all right.
They did all right.
All right.
They did all right for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
they did all right. But all right for the Cleveland Browns is still like miles away from the playoffs.
That's true. But anyway, enough talk about that. Where do you think Cam Newton's going to go? Because he is a free agent. Where the hell is Cam Newton going to go?
Well, the question is can Cam Newton even play anymore?
I think he can.
Can he throw the ball anymore?
Yes, I think he can.
Because the last time he played, he couldn't throw the ball.
He is bent on revenge for Carolina.
The last time he played, he made Phillip Rivers look like Patrick Mahomes, dude. He could not throw the ball for shit. His arm was done. His shoulder was done.
I think all that time off, all that rehab, I think does him good. I think he's going to come back strong.
Well, hopefully he can, because he's a great athlete and great player. And I'll tell you what, though,
where do you think
the Panthers dumping him,
that's a fucking
is troublesome.
Yeah,
it's troublesome because that makes me think that he does not have it, because they see him, they're like, we don't need you. Yeah. You're a former MVP. You took us to the Super Bowl, but we don't think you're good enough now. And that makes me think that maybe he doesn't have it. He could prove him wrong.
I don't know.
So
I think he's going to prove him wrong. I think the team he's going to go to is the LA Chargers now, and he's going to try and put butts in the seats with them. And then I think he's going to show the Panthers what's up. I think he's going to do it.
Well, hopefully
he's gonna
hopefully who the Panthers
get back to his
Panthers got
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater. Well, at this point, Teddy Bridgewater is a better player than Cam Newton. So.
If you think, but all right.
If Cam can get back to his MVP form, then obviously he's better than Teddy. But Teddy went 5-0 last year with the Saints. Now, granted, the Saints are stacked.
Yeah,
but he still played really well. Went 5-0. So I don't think Cam Newton could have done that. Now, maybe he can this year. We'll see. His shoulder needs to get better. So whatever.
Well, do you think, like, I know we're venturing off into other things here. We're going to bypass NFL free agency. And, like, what do you think about empty stadium? They're playing, like, NBA maybe playing in an empty arena, or MLB playing in an empty stadium. You think they should, or you think just to get through at least the season?
I think they can, just because they can televise it and still find a way to make it exciting for the television viewing audience. Another one that they're doing this with is the draft, the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Because the draft, the NFL, again, undeterred, is like, no, we're doing the draft. We're keeping it on. Okay, but part of the element of the draft is the fanfare and the camaraderie there, and people going up, shaking hands, and doing all that stuff.
They were doing it in Vegas too this year, and
they were gonna
Vegas is like,
they had talk about another bad luck, bad time.
Yeah,
right?
Good Lord.
They had these grand ass plans. They were gonna have a stage set up in the Bellagio fountains and boat the draftees out to the stage whenever they were selected. They had these grand ass plans, and it's just all gone to shit. It's kind of humorous, honestly, but not really at the same time. But the NFL is still trying to go undeterred and still trying to do their thing. And God bless them. I just don't know how entertaining it's going to be.
Yeah. You know what's really not going to be entertaining, maybe, is this year's WrestleMania is going to be broadcast in 2 nights. This Saturday night, and Sunday night. WrestleMania too big for one night. With no fans at all. They were supposed to be at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium, but obviously that got canceled because of the Covid-19. And they said they're just going to go through it with no fans at the Performance Center in Orlando. And that's one. I know it's sports entertainment, but that's one thing. It's hard to do without fans. The performers react to fans.
Well, I don't.
It's kind of weird, dude. I don't know if they should have done it or not.
I don't watch wrestling anymore, but I used to. I did for a long time, a couple decades, really. And we were talking about just a minute ago about how the sports could probably still make it exciting for people to watch on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really get the whole wrestling without fans, because to me it's a fan participation.
It is.
Sport.
It definitely is.
It's not basketball. It's not football, where those are, real kind of legitimized sports contests where, it's one team against another, and we could put it on TV and still find a way to make it entertaining. Pro wrestling, when I used to watch it, it was all about the fans' kind of kinetic energy,
Yes.
the chemistry,
connect with the wrestlers.
Exactly, the chemistry between the audience and the wrestler, whether it's the heel or the face. There's a palpable connection there that makes everything so much more. Okay? You're a wrestling fan.
Yes,
I used to be a
sir.
wrestling fan, and there's a science to being a heel and being a face, right? Heel especially. Part of the way that they are a heel is how they play to the crowd, and how everything they do is to incite a crowd response, even more so than the faces. So when the crowd's not there, what are you doing?
I mean, you could do, there's moves that heels do that, you can. It's a TV kind of thing, You can do moves for TV to make yourself a heel. You can do moves for a face to make yourself a face. The comeback face. But
The comeback face.
comeback face.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
What's your comeback face?
Let's go.
It's
Hulk up, right? You gotta Hulk up. That's what it's Hogan's fucking. Everyone, you gotta do that. But I kind of want to run through the WrestleMania card. That might shock you. You might be surprised on what's going on. The guest host for WrestleMania is Rob Gronkowski.
I already knew.
You already knew that?
Yeah, it's Gronk. I mean,
it's
Gronk
Gronk.
has like wrestling written all over
And
him.
he probably won't wrestle at this WrestleMania, but down the line, I think he'll pull something off. You never know. We'll see how that goes, but that's kind of the big news right there. And I'm gonna run through the
What
card
I would
a little
love to
bit.
see? I would
What's
love
up?
to see. I would love to see Big Kevin Nash come out of retirement and just lay a nice, sweet jackknife powerbomb on Gronk. That'd be great. Do it.
He might rupture another quad, though. But
he's
you
getting a
know
little
what I mean?
old. He's getting a little old.
He's
Anyway,
retired.
that's the extent of my wrestling nerd out.
Let
The rest
me
is free.
let me do it.
I cede the stage
Let me
to
do it.
you.
All right, one match that we got going on now. I don't know. They haven't really announced which match is going on which. If it's Saturday or Sunday, so I'm just kind of going through some of the matches here and there. But one match is Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, if you haven't seen Otis, he's kind of built like me, got the little belly. And fans were actually really into him, and they got this love story between Otis and Mandy Rose, and Dolph Ziggler's kind of love triangle is actually really good. They did a pretty good job of it, but excited to see that match. Another match we got going on here is
soap opera shit.
Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens actually got blessed from Stone Cold Steve Austin and is using the Stone Cold Stunner now. He's got that stunner. It's pretty good. He's doing a pretty good job with that. So that's a good match. Then we got John Cena versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. And that match should be a good one. It's supposed to be a Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse match. Now, I know these matches are they're not going to be in front of a live audience, so WWE is kind of doing like a movie kind of feel to them. They're going to try and adjust from not having a live crowd and kind of see what they do. Hopefully they make it exciting. We got another match. Is The Undertaker. He's still wrestling. Yes, sir. He's still wrestling. Versus
Fucking man.
AJ Styles in a boneyard match. So
wait, hold on.
Boneyard match, baby.
AJ Styles?
AJ Styles, the T and
TNA AJ Styles?
AJ Styles wrestling The Undertaker.
Boneyard
match, bro.
Like a junkyard?
I guess you could say. Well, with bones.
So like graves and shit.
Graves and shit, bro. Graves.
Do they dig up the graves so there's bones laying?
Yeah, of course. You gotta have that.
Of course it's wrestling.
Bro.
It'd be theatrical.
Yeah. Then you have Randy Orton versus.
How do you not have this card memorized, dude? You gotta cheat.
I gotta cheat.
What kind of fucking fan are you?
I'm a couple beers in. That's why I'm gonna forget shit. But got Randy Orton in a last man standing match against Edge, who came back from retirement 9 years from a neck injury. And if you haven't seen it, you can go on YouTube or get the WWE network and watch Edge return at the Royal Rumble. Holy shit, it'll bring tears to your eye, bro. Fucking just his own reaction, Edge's reaction coming back is like, holy shit, dude.
I never liked Edge.
No, but
I thought he was kind of a chump.
I remember him. I can't remember what WrestleMania it was, but he had to retire 2 weeks after a WrestleMania because of serious neck injury, and he comes back 9 years later. He comes back, and he is a good one. And then next match that we got going on here, I'm gonna skip through some bull crap here and blah blah blah. I don't care about that one. You've probably seen it right now. But this match is actually, might not happen. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus the WWE Universal Champion, Goldberg.
Is that supposed to make me excited or something?
I don't know. You were a WCW fan back in the day.
I wasn't a Goldberg fan.
A Goldberg fan. But, yeah, he's like 54, 45, or whatever how old he is. I don't know. Don't matter.
54, 45. They're interchangeable.
Interchangeable. You never know. But Goldberg is a WWE Universal Champion. That's kind of in 2020. That's fucking.
What the hell is the Universal Champion? What the fuck is that?
It's because they got a brand split. You know, like Raw has the World Heavyweight Championship, and SmackDown's got a Universal Championship.
I'm not sure it really matters.
Doesn't really matter, but actually that match is probably scrapped because Roman Reigns, he was diagnosed with leukemia about like 2 years ago, and he's kind of backed out of the match because he's more susceptible to the COVID-19, so he doesn't want to work right now. So that match is kind of to be determined right now. I don't know if it's up in the air.
I think the real reason is he doesn't want to feel the Goldberg spear.
He doesn't want to fear it. Or the jackhammer, baby. And probably like the main event of, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday night, you got Drew McIntyre versus WWE Champion Brock Lesnar. That'll be an alright match. We'll see. But, I mean, you're staying at home, you ain't doing nothing. Fucking download the WWE Network. It's free for subscribers. Just put in your email. You can watch fucking WrestleMania for free Saturday and Sunday. What do you got to lose? You ain't doing shit. Go just fucking watch it. Should be good entertaining. But that's my WrestleMania card. We'll see how it goes with no fans.
And now the secret's out. You know what he does for a living. He's promo for Vince McMahon and WWE.
Yes.
So if you fuck up as a youngster, guess what? Your ass is getting thrown right in the wrestling camp, and you're gonna have to deal with his pregnant ass. So.
Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna drop the elbow, baby.
At least you won't drop the leg.
No, I don't want to drop the leg. That hurts your back, bro. Don't be a Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, he's fucking like 10 or 12 back surgeries, all because of dropping the leg.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, you do that over and over and over again. You constantly drop the leg, man. I know when I drop the leg, it fucking hurts, man. I don't know. The last part of our sports segment is my dumb ass crazy stat.
I forgot about your Chris's crazy stat of the month.
So
what is it, sir?
This is numbered dose, right? So I don't know. I just decided to go with Wilt again because there's so many Wilt Chamberlain stats that, I got to get a few of them out of the way before I move on to somebody else because there's so many. So there were so many to choose from. I decided to pick this one. So he owns the record for most career 50-point, 60-point, and 70-point games. Now, if any of you guys watch basketball, you know it's a pretty big deal to score 50, right? They make a big deal out of it. It's obviously a bigger deal to score 60. If you score 70, you're pretty much a god. Like, there's so very few that have been able to do that. So,
how many times has he scored 70 points?
I'm so glad that you asked, because I will get to that.
Okay.
First, let's talk about 50. So,
okay, I'll go 50 first.
Let's talk about some big names here. So, big names. James Harden, everybody's darling scorer right now, right? He's a great scorer. He's had 20 50-point games in his career so far. Now, he's not done, but so far he has 20. Kobe, the man, the Black Mamba, had 25 50-point games in his career. The great Michael Jordan, who many people say is the greatest player of all time, had 31 50-point games in his career. He's number 2 all time for number of 50-point games with 31. Wilt, my boy Wilt Chamberlain, is number 1 with 118 50-point games.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's
number 2 at Michael with 31. Wilt 118.
118. Good lord.
So
that's without the 3-point shot too.
Yeah, and also being a pretty bad free throw shooter.
Yeah,
Still
Christ.
Just owned everybody because he's just crazy. 60-point games. Okay, so we talked about 50 here, 60. So James Harden and Michael Jordan are tied with 4 60-point games in their career. The Black Mamba, Kobe, 6 60-point games in his career. He's number 2 all time. Wilt, 32 60-point games.
32?
Kobe had 6 in second place. Wilt had 32.
What a fucking difference right there. Good lord.
And finally, 70-point games. I won't get too deep into this, but Wilt had more 70-point games in his career than every other player in NBA history combined. Wilt Chamberlain, ladies and gentlemen.
How many is that, though? How many?
Enough.
Enough 70-point games?
Enough.
To combine every NBA
I mean, technically speaking, I think he had
Lord.
more 50-point and more 60-point games than everybody else combined, too. So
Probably.
it's just kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
It's just kind of what Wilt does. You know, he just
God.
destroys everybody and then, doesn't get credit for it. So
That's ridiculous, dude.
Wilt,
those are
you are the man.
stats that pretty much just never fucking be broken, dude.
Nope, not
never.
even close.
And that all those without the 3 points, without it. That's just ridiculous. And a bad free throw shooter is what you said.
and the fact that second place is like 1/5 or 1/6 behind, it's
Good
just
lord.
Yeah,
By the way, finish your beer because I need to get another one.